There you are. You're live. Magandang umaga. Good morning. Buenos dias. Hey, there we are. Got my little studio light. So, anyways, I'm Davina. This is Hobart.
Hobart.
And we are.
Well, my friends call me G.
Yeah, his friends do call him G. They call him more than that, but
Yeah.
we won't go into it. So, anyways, we are a couple who have retired from the military. We served 20 years, 21 over here, but 20 for me. That was enough. And we retired, and then we moved to the Philippines shortly after our retirement. And now we're here in the beautiful Philippines. And we've just been having a lot of fun since we've been here. We moved here about 3 weeks ago. We're almost in our 4th week. And today's topic is our first brownout. And so we'll go into that. But we're also going to talk about some updates on our construction. We'll talk about how it's going with the kids for their tutoring and also with the school. So the differences in schools. So stick around for our conversation about that. Now, if you guys want to talk to us, you're welcome to go into the chat, and we always answer all the questions in the chat during the lives. And also, I just recently edited a bunch of videos, so you should be able to watch some recent videos of our move here, all in long form. Nothing too crazy.
Is it early in the morning? Right
5 minutes. No, in the U.S. it's nighttime, so I think it's
6
about 6 p.m. nighttime. Yeah. So when I look over there, it's because we have 2 clocks. We have one for time now, and then one for because we're in the future, and then one for yesterday in the States. So, and we go off California time because we originate from California. Well, we don't really originate from California, but that's where we moved from because my husband is Filipino and he originates from the Philippines. Can you tell?
You know, I don't see many Filipinos out here with a full beard. You know, I got patches over here. That's why I get the hookup. But I don't see many Filipinos with full beard.
No, I've seen like maybe 3, and
yeah, I've seen them with the mustache, right?
Yeah.
And maybe a little piece.
No, I've seen the full beard at least on 3 dudes.
3 dudes.
I will tell you though, I haven't seen too many foreigners. I've probably seen 4 or 5 foreigners.
No, I just saw one because only the foreigners speak English. So I saw a very elderly foreigner with a younger Filipina.
Oh, hey, that's good. You know?
Hey, I'm just saying.
He still got it.
Yeah, I think got it. No. I think that the younger Filipina was probably a caretaker.
Oh, she's caring for his needs. Anyway, there's somebody here. You're welcome to say hi in the chat. So, do you want to go into the construction? How it's going with the construction?
Okay, all right, guys. So, this construction initially just started with okay, get the windows done. That's cool.
No, this is getting a little out of control.
And then after the windows, okay, the house is sealed. Let's get the rooms done. Okay, the rooms are. The AC is done. Mm-hmm. And then there's a part of the house, my parents' house, that have never. It used to be the garage, but that my mom enclosed it, and the roof was falling off, and there was there's a bathroom back there that the people next door, because there's a furniture store, and the furniture store was renting the property from my mother, and so they would come and use that bathroom, but I wanted to kind of seal it because it's a part of the house. So now that is being worked
now the great remodel has begun.
So that portion is getting done. So installing a new roof there, and then redoing the entire bathroom. And since I redid the entire bathroom for now to be for us, it would not be a good business to take away something from the furniture store and not provide them with anything. So I'm having them there's a structure built on their side, which is like another bathroom, and then another area where they can just hang out and chill because that's what they requested.
He's making
Rebuilding the wall so that way
a
it's
break
sealed.
room with a bathroom.
Yeah, break room with a
So,
bathroom for the furniture.
Permanent structure in the backyard.
And then also
Well, in their yard, like
yeah, on their side. Well, yeah, we'll show you a picture of it maybe during a long form a video.
Yeah.
And then my son has been asking for like a basketball hoop, right? So I asked him, I was like, hey, let's go to the plaza. It's just nearby. It's down the street. He's like, no, I want a basketball hoop right there. Right here, I want to work and practice on my shooting before I go over there and play with the other kids. And like my kids are going to school now and they want to invite friends over, but there's nothing for them to do
except watch
except
TV.
watch TV. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to just invite
TV
kids
junkies
over so they can watch TV on Netflix. That's just not.
That's not fun.
That's not fun.
We
That's
don't
not
consider
fun.
that fun.
I want my kids to play outside, but I want them to have an area where they can play outside and be
safely.
safe.
Yeah, because the reason why we need safety is because we're right, like the highway is really like the cars are just going, and so you want to be able to have a big gate and be able to play basketball and not interfere with traffic.
Yeah, and then in the backyard, right behind my house, against the fence, is a creek.
Now, if you go to Google search and you like, zoom in, I'm sure you'll find us. Okay, I'm sure you'll find us.
Right behind the house, against the wall, is a creek. One of the walls is falling off, right? So it's not falling off, but it's like if you kick it, I think it'll probably last like 3. And this is a concrete wall. It'll probably last like 3 to 5 years. So I'm having the carpenters redo the wall on that side so that way it doesn't fall off. At least our side and some of the business side.
So I tell him, we're having the great remodel. As I thought everything was going to be done by the time we were done with like AC and the windows, but then it just kind of like went into overdrive.
It's not all my fault, you know what I mean? So
okay, so here's the other thing too. Like, did we plan this remodel? No, not at all. It wasn't even in the budget. It wasn't something that we had budgeted for. But that's okay. That's okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
we will work through it.
And then I'm also getting the whole side of the yard. Like probably, how big is that side?
I don't know.
It's pretty big.
What do you mean?
Like the whole parking.
Are you talking about painting the whole thing? Is that what
not
you're talking?
Painting?
Oh,
I'm talking about the concrete that the slab that we're gonna put. So
I'm
also putting concrete slab. This one is about probably 40 feet by 40 feet. Mm-hmm. Maybe less, between 30 to 40 feet by.
We're gonna put concrete.
It's pretty big
back there.
I should measure it today. So it's all concrete slab. So that way, when family does come over, they can park somewhere to park their vehicles, and then the basketball hoop is going to be there. And then so that's happening. And then inside the house, right?
I don't know if you can hear it.
Somebody has a bad back, right?
I have a bad back.
So he has a bad back, and she
Horrible
has to squinch down to wash the dishes.
I do, and it hurts my back and my knees.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting the kitchen.
The kitchen's being remodeled.
So the kitchen area is remodeled, raising the countertop area, moving the fridge to one side, gutting out the top part, like the existing, what do you call those? Cabinets, existing cabinets. And then we're also redoing my mom's bathroom.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing, like, before we got here, this house had an open air model. Like the air could flow through the windows. There was no AC, and like there was a lot of what are those things called? Rodents and things like that could get to stuff.
So now we're sealing the house. So
the house is sealed now. I mean, there's still some areas of the house that lets the lizards in. We need to seal all of it. He's gone up into the attic. He's taken a look. We've taken out anything that has termites, and we have we're putting in new everything that's wood that's been termite damaged. We're redoing it. We're also gonna treat for termites here, and then we're trying to seal all the doors because some of the doors have cracks where pests can get in.
Yeah.
So we're really doing our best. But since we have closed those windows, that last 2 days after we closed the windows, I fought with flies. And I mean, like, I was killing flies all day for 2 days straight, just like, murdering the flies and picking them up and throwing them away, the dead ones, so nothing could like spawn.
Yeah, so initially she was just killing the flies, right? And she didn't know that flies carry larvae in them. So if you've ever squished a fly, right, and you don't pick it up and throw it out like everything, it's gonna get some more flies inside your house. So just know that. So she didn't understand that until I explained it to her. Like, you can't just leave them there because more flies are gonna spawn.
So they would just. So now it's been about a week that we've had AC, and I have 0 flies, like 0, and that makes me so happy because I really had an issue with these flies. They were bugging me, and I was like not happy. I haven't seen a rat since we shooed this one little mouse out. We shoot him out, and I haven't seen one since.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've just been like cleaning and cleaning.
It's not a rat; it's a mouse.
It's a mouse.
It wasn't a rat. Is like this big.
But it was a mouse.
A mouse is like my thumb.
Yeah.
With a tail.
But I am very suspicious, and I like clean and clean and clean, and we vacuum, and I'm like looking for these guys because I'm gonna eradicate them. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these mouse. Just saying. So I haven't seen any yet since we shoot that one out. So hopefully it was just that one, and now the house is pretty clean. We still have millipedes coming in, but millipedes, I don't know, they creep up through the piping and through this and that, so who knows. But yeah, so that's where we're at with the construction. Anything else? I know you were saying something about the electrician.
So right now we have a whole bunch of carpenters doing the house, but they don't know how to do electrical work. Yeah. I need an electrician.
But my husband has experience in electrical work.
I do. I have experience in construction. That's why I'm watching these guys, and they know what they're doing. It's legitimate. These guys are like contractors for as carpenters. But as far as electrical work, they kind of like run the cables. I mean, I have to have an electrician come over and go to the attic, tap into the existing panel, and then from the existing panel all the way over here. There was an electrician that came yesterday, but he was like, well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to he says, I don't want to go to the attic, and I don't want to run wire from your existing panel to this side of the house. I would rather just run another cable outside of the house to a new panel. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, like, there's slots in this panel. I don't see why you can't use it.
Uh-huh.
I think that the guy, and then the thing is, I think the guy just wants it easier. He just doesn't want to go to the attic, and it's not gonna look pretty. I don't want that.
He knows how he wants the job done.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna see if he can find someone who will do it the way he wants it.
Yeah.
If he can't, then he'll go and do it himself.
No!
He'll go and do it himself.
I don't want to do it.
Well,
I don't want to do it.
So there's that piece of the situation, like the electrician. We're gonna go and see if we can find.
Yeah. So if you
we're gonna try to find
anybody,
another electrician.
So anybody out there knows an electrician that knows how to run wire from the panel to the existing part, hey, I'm all in. I'll pay you for a day or two.
So we have contractors here, but I know a guy. I know many guys who do construction. Because I'm Hispanic, okay, and they all work in construction. My family. So I know a foreman or two, and if Willie Bobo wants to come out and be the foreman.
Willie Bobo doesn't have a passport.
He's gonna get a passport. I talked to him this morning or yesterday night. This morning. He says he's working on his passport. But we need a foreman here, okay? So if you want to come out and be in charge, we will give you free room and board.
Yeah, that's it though. Just free room and board.
Oh,
Maybe
and a
maybe
vacation.
and maybe a ride to the beach every now and then.
Yeah, we'll take you
Yeah.
on a vacation for sure. For sure.
And an opportunity to spend time with your lovely
With your
daughter.
wonderful grandkids. You can walk them to school.
Yeah. I'm the driver. I'm the taxi driver.
He is. He's my taxi
I'll
driver.
chauffeur you around
In the yellow car.
in the yellow car.
So let me see what else. That's pretty much it with the construction. It's going good. It's going good, and we're ready for it to be completed. Because I just feel like I'm stuck here at home because we've got construction going on. We can't really leave.
Yeah. So D is not really familiar with construction. These guys are working with their hands, working with concrete. Like D doesn't understand that it takes a few days for the concrete to cure. Right? She's just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I want
that's
this
true.
done. I want it now. You know,
Yeah.
she's one of those that like, okay, now the tile is installed in the bathroom. I can use it. No, you can't. You have to allow, the grout and all that stuff to finish. So yeah, she's not.
I'm
very
ready
patient at
for
all.
my shower in my new bathroom now.
Not very patient at all.
I want to wash the dishes. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll move on and we'll talk about the kids tutoring and the kids school. And later on, we're going to talk about the power outage. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
So stick around for that. And thank you for hitting the like button. I see there's 3 people out there. You guys are welcome to talk to us in the chat. We just finished talking about the construction on the house, and now we're moving into the kids tutoring.
Yeah, and if you hear any sound in the background,
Willie Bill was at church.
please,
Good.
please, excuse it because there's a lot of construction. Yo, Willie Bobo, what's up? Good morning.
Are
Good,
you on,
good
are you
evening.
on the drums?
You're on the drums. He's at church right now.
Yeah,
church?
that's good.
Hold on a second.
No,
church?
you need to be at church.
Isn't it Tuesday?
No.
It's Tuesday.
Well, we're in the future.
That's what I'm saying. It's
It's
Wednesday
Monday
right
then.
now. No, it's Wednesday for us. They're at Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
He's at church. What?
Well, we are a religious experience, okay?
Yeah.
So if you are at church with us, no, that's cool. So the kids and their tutoring, they're doing really, really good.
Yeah.
And they've calmed down a lot because initially it was like the first day was like really good. They were like super excited and focused. And by the second night, tonight is prayer night.
Oh,
good,
nice.
good.
Yes, that's
We're
awesome.
happy for you.
Happy for you.
Great. Pray for us to finish our construction.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that that's good. Spirituality is an important thing in everyone's lives.
Yeah. And everybody finds their own way.
Their own spirituality. Some in religion and in some
different parts of your life. So we get that. Okay, so the kids with their tutoring, the second day of tutoring, it was like chaotic. Okay. And then the third day, like we were like, you guys need to calm down. We're over here regulating. And then by the fourth day of their or the second week of their tutoring, they have really started to like get into the groove of it. My kids say they've learned so much, and they feel really confident. Now, Hero says that he was the best at math in the United States. Like he was an A student in math. He was getting all the mathematical awards. But since he's moved to the Philippines, he says that the kids here know better math than him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not the smartest in math.
He says
anymore.
he's at the bottom of the class in math. And he's just like, but I was number 1 in America. And I was like, it's okay, babe. You will get there. Even the teacher said, she says, once you get the hang of it, you're going to be the best. Mm-hmm. And so like, that's really that makes him feel a lot better. It makes me feel a lot better. But they are more advanced in math here.
Yeah,
when you went to the States from the Philippines, I mean, you were
I was like, hey,
light years ahead.
I'll tell you what, I was the dumbest kid in class. Like for me, I was a spoiled little child. You know what I mean? I think I was spoiled.
Yeah,
probably.
He was spoiled.
But I got spanked every day.
That don't mean nothing.
By the teacher,
you get spanked.
Right? I got spanked every day
Still
by the
means
teacher.
You're spoiled, boy.
I got spanked by the principal. I got spanked by my mom, by my neighbor. Right? Whenever I'm going somewhere, you know what I mean? Other because it's a tribe. At least it used to be. It used to be like a very good like safety, security, tribe mentality. When your uncle from somewhere else sees you messing around with other kids, they can spank you.
So you're
and
talking
and
about,
and as soon as you get spanked, right, they'll take you home, they'll tell your mom or your parents, and then you get spanked at home too. So it's like, it was great. So right now it's not like that. So, but I was the dumbest kid in my class, and one of my classmates, her last name is
don't be diving people's
okay. Anyways,
names.
so she's a teacher now, right? So she dug up my report cards, and I'll tell you, my report cards here in Philippines were like in the 70s. That's a C, right? I had like 71, 75s, right? I wasn't like in the 90 percentile. I wasn't like 100% or anything like that. The dumbest kid in class. But when I got to the US, right, I was the smartest kid in class in math, right?
Yeah.
In math. Now English, literature, reading, nah, I
Nah.
couldn't do anything
He
because I
learned
couldn't
English from
comprehend
Dragon Ball Z. But
in
go ahead.
English, right? But in math, I was like one of the smartest kids.
Because numbers are the same. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
where you go. Numbers. You
So
can learn math.
my son, I mean, I love that he's passionate about it. He kind of got sad. He's like, Papa, I need to work on my math, and he was like really down on himself, and I had to kind of like sit him down and talk to him and be like, look, it's okay. It's a new learning environment. These kids have been doing these things for quite some time, and the thing is, the teaching structure here is totally different. You're going to be way more advanced in math when you go back to the United States.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think they were doing geometry, like algebra.
Yeah.
Here
And
in
he's
Philippines in elementary school.
He's in second grade, and he was barely learning his like plus and minuses, I guess.
Yeah.
And here they're already doing algebra,
like multiplication.
multiplication.
Like that, yeah. So he's not having a. He's having a tough time with it, but you know what?
He'll catch up.
It's great. It was like
it.
an awesome teaching moment for my son.
And it's so sad because he tells the teacher, the tutor, he tells her, I used to be the best in math in first grade, but now that I'm here, I'm the worst in math. Yeah. And I'm like, oh dang! But we knew that it was gonna be. Hey, matching shirts.
Yeah, sort of.
Actually, we haven't showered. You know, we're wearing the same clothes. No, I'm just kidding.
So being in the military,
this is like easy. It's
for over many years.
What is it? The sweat wicking
this is a moisture wicking shirt. So
yeah.
The military provides you these shirts, right?
I've got thousands of them.
Purchase of them. We have hundreds of these ones. But the thing is, they're the best ones to wear here in Philippines because you get
so sweaty,
you get hot, and it's like you want the water to wick off the shirt.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something
else. Like a dry fit.
About Philippine fashion. Like, okay, I know I am not like a 10 or anything. All right.
You're a 10 in my book.
Oh, thank you, babe. I'm ordinary. I'm an ordinary girl. And, regular. You're average. As someone has said to me in my lifetime, Willy Bobo. But here in the Philippines, I can like wear just regular clothes and it's not even judged. It's like, whatever. Nobody even like cares about my style.
Yeah.
So I don't have to dress up. I just wear the brown t-shirt and some shorts and I'm like, I fit in just fine. Yeah.
Well, I think I know you're a 10.
Aww,
I know you're a 10.
Aww.
You know what I mean? I left Philippines to go to the US, right? And when I was 17, I met this one right here. She gets a little crazy sometimes, but for the most part, when she puts the crazy away, she's awesome. But I got a 10. What can I say?
Oh, thank you.
I got a 10.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that men nowadays, I don't know, kids, I should say. Kids look at women and they just see beauty. But there's more to life than just beauty. You got to be able to kind of like, I found someone to match my energy, my level, my family values, you know what I mean? My morals. I found someone who is very caring to our kids.
We did go to prom together. He's my high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
So we joined the military together, and we both were first sergeants. Like we both have master's degrees.
So
I've done 5 deployments. If you think you've done 4,
I don't know, maybe more.
And
too many to count.
But yeah, it's like it is.
Yeah. So for those of you guys,
deployments. If you think you've done 4,
I don't know, maybe more.
And
too many to count. Too many to count.
But yeah, it's like it is.
Yeah. So for those of you guys out there,
we like each other. We love each
looking
other.
for a wife, don't just settle on the beauty, right? There's more aspects into finding the right partner. And the same thing if you're a girl, right? You can't just go for a guy.
I just go all for the looks.
Yeah. I have nothing else to offer other than my looks.
No, he's very smart.
Yeah. So I heard on YouTube, right, that when you choose, there's a verse, right, in the Bible.
He hasn't read the verse himself.
I haven't read the
Okay,
verse myself.
but he's gonna take it from YouTube.
I'm gonna take it from YouTube
that it is a Bible.
Because if it's on the internet, it must be true. And if you find it, right, please let me know, right? And so someone says, the only verse in the Bible, right, that says find it, right, please let me know, right? And so someone says, the only verse in the Bible, right, that says anything about your wife or relationship is it says that find someone who you can go to war with. And you know what? I'll tell you this. She's a better shooter than I am, right? Like in rifle, right? She's a better shooter than I am, right? Like in rifle, right? She's a better shooter, right? She's always shot expert, right? So I'm not worried about that. So if there was somebody who was, we would have to have any issues, I'm good. Like,
he knows I got
know,
his back
I know,
and his
I know.
front and his side.
Hand-to-hand combat, I'll take care of them. You know what I mean?
But I'm always quick on my feet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we were walking down the street one day in the United States, and there was some crazy lady, okay, driving her car back and forth past us, and we were just walking, and I said to him something, and he said to me something, okay, and this is how I think, and this is how he thinks, okay. So I mean, it's a little dark, so I don't know if I could say it on.
Just go for it.
So we're walking down the street. This lady's acting crazy. She's turned her car around 2 or 3 times, and I turned to him and I said, "You ready to kill?" And he says, "You ready to die?" And then that's how we talk to each other, and we're just having a walk on the road, and I'm just like, "All right, let's go. If it has to happen, it has to happen." But the lady, she swerved her car a little, tried to run us over. I called the police, and she left. We never saw her again. But it was just like this quick conversation we had between the two of us, because that's kind of where our minds are.
Yeah. So there's an old proverb out there. It's better to be a warrior in a field of flowers than a gardener in combat.
There you go.
So
there you have it.
Or something like that.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. No.
Yeah. So
we were saying.
Anyways.
I don't know how we got there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. So yeah, we've been together, and I'm a 10. Okay.
A 10.
A yes. What is this? What does that say, babe? What is those words?
Naimbag nga bigat, which means good morning.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Wait, what language?
That's Ilocano.
Oh, hello. Oh, okay.
Hey, Karayong, I know we're not there yet, but since you're talking in Ilocano, were you affected by the earthquake this morning? I think there was a 6.4 magnitude earthquake in Philippines this morning, and we got family and friends from
Up
the U.S.
north,
in Luzon area. So we got family and friends
in Isabela
hitting us up, right, and saying, "Hey, are you guys okay? Is everyone all right?" So I'm wondering if you are in the northern region, Karayong 365. Were you affected by the earthquake? And if you are, I hope you're okay. Do you guys have, did your power go out? Because our power went out.
We didn't have power, but we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But,
Kevin says, can he order our book?
What book?
We haven't wrote a book yet.
I haven't wrote a book.
We should write a book.
Yeah.
Because we got a cool story.
We do.
But you can go back and look at some of our videos, because we do talk a lot about our lives. So
we do.
Yeah. If you want to stalk us a little, go look. Okay. Let me see. Did you go to prom together? Of course.
Yeah. We went to prom together.
Yes.
Yeah. I went to multiple proms.
With me. Don't be talking about them old girls that you talk. No, we about to fight. Moving on, next topic. Kevin, thanks a lot.
I was a freshman year. I was the president of the
I
class.
don't want to hear about it.
I
Any life before me is gone. There's a country song like that.
What?
There is a country song like that. Any life before me.
The guy asked about prom. It has nothing to do about right now. Girl, I just said you as a 10.
Your accent's heavy now. Oh,
Oh!
dang,
Hey, bro, I
dang.
gotta fit in, bro. I gotta fit in. What can I say?
Hey. I don't know what the Filipinos say about him though.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, nah. They're like, what in the hell?
It's all good. It's all good. Nah, that's messed up. Them fighting words.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good, Kevin. It's all good.
Okay, so let's finish talking about the kids' school. So, the kids. Here's the thing about kids in public school. Our kids are late to school 1 or 2 minutes, and we're not getting like harassed.
There's no truancy officer.
I don't even think there's an attendance officer. It's just like teacher and principal. If our kids are having issues in school, we find out that same day. So like immediate. And we have a teachers meeting on site, like teacher, kid, parent. Right, we're all there. We're talking about the behavior, how to fix it. And yes, we already had one of those meetings.
And you don't have to wait till like a conference meeting.
And you don't have to see the principal. None of that. Like it's not a scary, ugly situation. It's like, let's see how we can help the kid, let's help each other here. The kids, they clean the school in the morning and the evening, right? And right now they're going into Hobart's not feeling a hundo, y'all. He's been coughing, and I think he got the Rona, but he says no, and he don't want to go get a test either. So he says no, it's not Rona, but I got my suspicions. Anyway, so he's over there coughing and trying to clear his throat. With the schools, the kids, like I brought my daughter late to school, but they were all in the garden. So even though we were a little late, like 2-3 minutes, she didn't miss any instruction. She was just like, she went straight into the garden. They were helping with gardening. And so it wasn't like that big of a deal. And also there's one issue. There's like one little tiny issue with the school. And that is that at any given time, they can cancel the rest of the day. Or like, it's not a full day of school sometimes. So like they might have a meeting and you find out about it that day or the night before. So then like, my leash for how far I can be, like I can't like be far away because I got to go pick up my kid from school. And I'm sure if I had like friends or family, I could schedule something so that they can go and help with that piece. But basically they'll be like, okay, well, today's a half day. Come pick up your kid at this time, and like when you're dropping them off and you're like, oh, okay. If I had any plans, they're out the window. So that's okay though. Our 100%, our main priority is our children. So I'd have to say like my ability to go away and do things is very limited to whatever is happening with the school. And then, did you have anything you wanted to say about it? I know the PTA. I don't understand any of the things that are being said in the PTA, but he's my translator. So what's been happening with the?
I don't know. I don't understand them either.
You understand them.
Okay, so the PTAs, what happens is they communicate all the time. So if there's any issues, there's a thread of text messages between the teachers and the parents. And on the thread, the parents are basically saying like, hey, my child's not going to be there today because I'm taking them to the hospital, or we got to go buy this, or whatever it is. They're sick, they have a cough, or there's any issues at all. Like it's immediate. And the teacher will say, okay, that's fine. Or the teacher will recommend, please go talk to the principal directly if you have any issues. Because there was already an incident where like 2 kids were fighting. And it was like one of the kids got hit in the head or something like that, got punched, and went home with a few bruises. I just want to let you guys know that that might not happen in the United States, but here in Philippines, it's very common.
Oh yeah, fighting.
It's common as very fighting. I mean,
Fighting
fighting
is
is
common.
common, right, in school and even like at the little playground area, right?
Mhm.
These kids are kind of like learning about their bodies. They're running around, they're playing around, and if they get offended, that's what they'll do. They'll fight. I would say that here in Philippines, by the time you're in probably sixth grade, you probably gotten in multiple fights already,
Yeah,
and not like oh soft, no, like serious
like
fights.
punching.
Yeah, punching. Yeah.
So here's the thing, like I remember we would come to visit and we would be here just visiting family. And we'd be just hanging out, and then all of a sudden I'd see two cousins just going to blows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually practicing their fighting. And it's
Little
not
kids,
like
not adults, not adults.
it's not like the jujitsu, where you're learning techniques and you're rolling around. No, it's like
Full blown fighting.
it. And I was telling my husband before we moved out here, I was like, hey, we got to get our kids into full body combat training.
Yeah.
And so we did. We got our kids. It wasn't like for photos and for like
Yeah.
cute little.
So our kids were doing jujitsu.
So our kids did jujitsu
and Muay Thai.
4 days a week,
Mhm.
and we never missed practice. And then they did gymnastics on the 5th day. So we did 5 days a week of nothing but physical fitness for our children.
Mm-hmm. So our kids know how to fight. They can
fight.
They can definitely defend themselves. But
And they have.
it's part of the culture that kids, they'll just throw punches at each other. But
Yeah.
then they'll walk away, and they'll be all right. The next day
Mhm.
they play again, and it's just a part of growing up.
It
right?
is
So,
part of the culture.
especially for little boys, not so much for women, for girls, but especially for little boys.
Free
They're-
MMA.
All right.
Free MMA for kids.
Yeah, it's especially for boys. What happens is like they get used to their body. They're getting stronger. Especially when you go
testosterone.
through puberty, right? Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens. But then
That's
they get
true.
it out of their system by the time they get older. And I would say adults here are a little bit more docile,
Mhm.
right? Because they got all that stuff out of their system. They're playing around. They're running around. The horse playing, the punching someone in the face. Like if you become an adult here in Philippines, you have gotten in a fight
or two.
If you go to public school.
Yeah.
Right. Private school, that's a different story.
Well, and then, but they also like public school does teach about like what bullying is, and that's not part of like what the culture wants. I sit here and I listen to their classes and the readings and stuff, and so they are trying to teach them the different values. They teach them that in school, like what's good behavior, what's poor behavior. And like you have full-on discussions about different kinds of behavior that's acceptable in the community. And I don't remember what the class is called. So was I a cheerleader in high school? No. So if anybody knows,
don't ever date a cheerleader.
No. So my father, he did not allow me to be a cheerleader. He's like, nope. And so I was only allowed to run on the track team. That was it. So my after school sports was track team. That's where I met Hobart. I met him on the track team. And he was a high hurdler, low hurdler, and a fast runner. And I was the slowest one on the team. Okay. But that's where I met my husband. That's it. That's as sporty as I get. Yeah, I'm definitely not one to go to the gym without my husband. I don't go to the gym on my own. My husband goes with me. Classmates bullied you, punch him. If your classmate bullies you, you punch him. Yeah, exactly. So
and that's how I've always taught my kids, even in the US.
Yeah, and Hero has punched kids at school in the US.
Yeah, so. But I tell them, like, don't start the fight. If they hit you, hit them back.
Yeah. Don't be the reason why we started the fight. But if there's something going on and you need to protect yourself, do it.
Do it, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of the parents might disagree with that. But
no, Hero did get in a physical altercation. Last year? Yeah, he did last year. Yeah. Okay, so they're asking about medical here. Medical is kind of like you go to the pharmacy. There's pharmacies everywhere. You ask, you tell them what your symptoms are. They sell you some pills. You hope it works, okay? And if it doesn't, then you can go to the local clinic, and they'll take a look at you. They'll give you a prescription, and then you can go back to the pharmacy, get something stronger, and hopefully from there. If it's really really bad or worse, then you can go to the hospital and ask for testing and things like that. So it's kind of like you start at the pharmacy. The other thing
But did
is
you pay for students?
for students it was free. Yeah, Hero had he had
Okay.
pink eye, which is a
Which is an eye
bacterial
bacterial
infection.
infection.
And it was just getting worse. It went from one eye to the other eye, and then like pretty much he was waking up with crusty eyes, and his eyes were red, like super infected. And so I took him to the pharmacy. The pharmacy said you need a prescription. So then I took him to Phil Health, which is the local barangay, was like the community doctor's office. They they didn't even make us stay there for longer than 5 minutes. They gave me a prescription. I went back to the pharmacy, got the prescription filled, and boom. It's the third day of him taking medication, and his eyes are completely clear. So the antibiotics worked. And I have to keep giving it to him for the next 4 days, even though his eyes are all cleared up. So that's great news. We're going to finish out the antibiotic. And it worked. It took away his bacterial infection. So I'm happy about that. Totally. And it was free. Totally free. What else? Okay, so we talked about the school. We are going to start
So
talking
we talked
about
no penalty for being late. There's no truancy. We talked about that already. Behavior issues, intermediate resolution, right? What else?
Kids gardening.
Oh, kids garden. They clean and sweep in the morning. The entire school grounds. And then at the end of the day, they clean the classroom.
And just that the schedule changes, it happens from day to day. So it might not be a full school day. You kind of have to like adjust, and you have to be ready to pick your kids up at any moment, because sometimes they have impromptu meetings. So that's okay. The power. Today, there was an earthquake, or maybe it was yesterday, the earthquake. But this morning, we had no power. Babe, do you want to talk about the no power? Okay, first of all,
from a foreigner perspective, what's your perspective?
Okay, so when the power was out, I was immediately looking for our flashlights. Now, I want to tell you guys about this flashlight. Look, this flashlight, it flashes from the front, but it also flashes from the side. Okay, which is great because I can set the flashlight down. I don't know if you guys can see this, and now it's like sending flash towards me. So you don't have to hold a flashlight. It's like a little lamp. It's perfect. So we started looking for the flashlights right away. The kids, they're like, oh my God, there's no light. They started to freak out. They turn on all the flashlights. We're like, look, we don't know how long it's going to be out. Turn all those flashlights off. We only need one to move around. The other thing is my fridge. When the power went out, I immediately started worrying about all the food in the fridge. Mostly because I was worried about the medications, because my son is on a medication that needs to be in the fridge. So I was worried about that. Nothing else really bothered me. Like, I'm like, okay, I could replace all the food in the fridge if it goes bad. And we don't rely on the food in the fridge to survive, because we have Vienna sausage, we have rice. So if we need to eat, we could live off Vienna sausage and rice for a minute. The other thing is we have gas stove. Now Hobart wants to get a range like that you plug in. But I was telling him, what happens if we have no internet or no power? Then we wouldn't be able to cook. So then he's like, oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, I guess we could cook outside in the dirty kitchen, but still that's a lot of work to try and turn on a fire outside. So I think we're going to keep a gas stove around. if anything, we can throw the gas stove into the other room. We can have like we can make a like self-sustaining house over there on the other side. Because um, there's always that option too, where we could, because we're creating another bedroom that has a bathroom, and we're gonna put the washer and dryer that way. So, I mean, we could have a little area where it has its own kitchen. Just something to think about. He doesn't want to discuss that. Apparently.
My throat hurts. I have this cough, right?
I told him he has Rona.
It's not Rona. I don't have the fever. I don't have the body aches.
You had a fever the other day, though.
I can taste my food.
Rona has changed.
Rona?
Rona has changed.
No, this is not Rona. This is not Rona. I have the energy. Hey, this is not. I think it's a cold. I just have a common cold with a horrible sinus.
It's Rona.
And throat issue. So I'm like, oh, I've been hawking up like all kinds of stuff.
Cause he's got Rona.
It ain't Rona, people. It ain't Rona. But then again, you know what?
It could be Rona.
It could be Rona.
Okay, thank you. I think he got the Rona, yo.
Yeah, there's other things. There's other illnesses.
There's no other illnesses. There's only Rona.
That's true. When people, some people die from cancer and they have Rona. It's Rona. Some people die from obesity or high blood pressure. It's Rona. Some people die from old age. It's Rona.
You have Rona. You have Rona. So we went
nobody
to
considers comorbidity and
comorbidity. Oh my God. So we went to church on Sunday.
Church.
At like one of the bigger churches out here. It's a basilica. Okay. There was hundreds of thousands of people there. And I know that's where he got sick.
Oh, Kevin says, well, you're next to China. Oh, gosh, dude.
Oh, Lord.
China.
So, yeah, he did get sick. And I guess you have a hard time talking. Yeah.
I have a hard time. But yeah, I'm kind of under the weather. Again.
No backup generator. But I told him, I was like, didn't you buy some things for this situation? You know,
I did.
What'd you buy?
I bought for the car.
Oh, for the car. Okay, if we needed to get in the car and charge things, we could.
Yeah.
Hey, but check it out. Our car has a plug, like a 220 plug, right? So you can plug something in and charge it.
Mm-hmm. So I bought an inverter.
That's beautiful.
I bought an inverter, a DC inverter to AC for like if I want to use it in a battery.
But we haven't used it yet.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
But then the car would have to be on constantly. But yeah.
So we bought something that we're not using. Maybe we'll need it in the future. Who knows? Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, if we needed to, there's fruit in the backyard. I've got dragon fruit growing in the front yard. Although my dragon fruit, he gave the green light to somebody to be stealing my dragon fruit. So now
Not steal. They don't steal if you give them a green light.
But I didn't say yes, and I was waiting for the dragon fruit. I've been waiting for this dragon fruit, and they keep like coming by.
It was a big one. It was huge.
They keep taking them off.
Kid, because like the little kid was like, "Hey, can I have that?" And I was like,
I want it.
I'll just buy you a dragon fruit.
Babe, I don't want to buy it. I've got like 10 growing outside. I just need to get to them before the kids do. I want a dragon fruit.
Yeah. So,
what?
How did you feel when they wouldn't have power? What was the first things that came to your mind?
Well, I mean, I was thankful that we had flashlights, and I was worried about medication in the fridge.
Okay, so how was your were you worried that the power is going to be out all day?
Yes, I thought the power was going to be out all day. Yes.
So moving forward, do you think that how would you plan for a brownout or a blackout, right, for multiple days? Well, I would say 2 weeks.
Well, he wants to get a washer and dryer, and those would be electric. So if there was a brownout or a blackout, as he liked to call it, I call them brownouts because blackouts are something else. in the military. But if he wanted to get a washer and dryer, I'd have to wash clothes by hand. So I was telling him, like we can't. I don't know, like we need to keep some stuff. We can't get rid of all of our hand stuff and the skills and everything, all the buckets and things like that, because if we don't have energy, then we're not going to be able to wash clothes and stuff like that, or cook or anything. We don't have chickens, but I know an egg guy. So if we need eggs, we can go get some eggs. We got family. We got lots of family. So we could always do a trade if we needed to. Like if there's no electricity, we can go to family, get some eggs, get this, get that, get some papaya. We got family. We got family for days.
Okay, so Carry On 365.
Carry
I think
On.
that's Grant.
Really?
Is that Grant? Cam.
We
Is
are
that Cam?
here at Atascadero.
Yeah, I think that's
My
Cam.
family
Yeah.
are not affected.
Got it. So there, that's hi.
Bonjour.
That's Cameron. I think
Oh,
that's his
okay.
name.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, we're doing okay over here.
Kevin's asking about glow plugs, but come on, man, we ain't got no
glow stick chem lights. No, man.
No, glow plugs for your diesel.
No, that's not.
No, we got a modern vehicle.
We got a modern vehicle.
And it's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, I'll pick you up from the airport when you finally come.
Well, he'll be your taxi driver.
I'll be your taxi driver.
I'm gonna charge you triple. Your abs washboard. Yeah, right. Washboard abs.
I just got one big ab now. doesn't have ripples anymore. Just one big ab.
Like one. No, you're getting back to your old workout routine and stuff. He's getting back there.
I'm getting there.
He's getting skinnier faster than me, but that's how it is. Women, like, I don't know. We could be on a diet and not lose any weight. We gain a pound. He works out once in the gym and boom. It's not fair.
It's fair. I think it's all right. I burn more calories than you.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Oh no, do we have any perishable items in the fridge right now?
Yeah, all of it's perishable, right? Yeah. I do want to tell you guys about some phishing scams that have been happening to us. I truly believe we are being fished. He keeps going around leaving his bank number with randos. I told him, stop it. If they don't see the bank number, do not say anything. Just be like, But he tells them his bank number. So now, and he gives them their phone number. Babe, you're giving out all our info. You are the open door. All right, so we have been getting scammed, or like phishing scammed, right? We keep getting text messages about our bank, specifically Charles Schwab. We keep getting like emails about deliveries, deliveries.
Oh, PayPal and stuff like that.
PayPal, all these things. And I believe they're all phishing scams.
Yeah, they are.
So we just delete them all because they're not real.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, no, that's not real. That can't be right. So I don't know. Apple Pay the other day, right? No, but that was before that.
Yeah.
That was before that.
Apple Pay. PayPal and Apple Pay are different.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting contacted through PayPal, not Apple Pay. Apple Pay is through what banking organization is that?
But okay, if they are contacting us, it's Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, Goldman Sachs. Yeah.
But if they OPSEC, but they're sending his cell phone
text messages,
and I was telling him that's a phishing scam.
Yeah, but it's this is my I have a Filipino phone number, and that's where I'm getting all this stuff from.
Right, on your Filipino number.
Yeah, not my U.S. number.
Because that means it's being fished here in the Philippines, or whatever system you're putting it into, they're phishing you. Maybe at the ATM.
Maybe.
Dude. And we always check for the skimming. Like we always shake the ATM good.
So I think what's gonna happen is once all this stuff is settled, I'm gonna change my phone number here in Philippines again. Change the SIM card, change the phone number, so that way I stop getting these phone calls.
Because you put your phone number out there, because we're trying to get situated here, and now we're starting to get random phishing, like text messages.
Yeah.
And sometimes they look legit. We're like, whoa, that looks legit. But it's like, call this number, call this number. And I told him, don't click on that number, boy. And then we'll go and we'll check the actual accounts, and nothing's flagged or anything. So it's like, that's fake.
Yeah.
But it looks real, but it's fake.
Yep.
Crazy, right? That's very crazy. Yeah. You got anything else?
No, I think that's
we've
pretty
been
much
almost an
construction,
hour.
kids, right?
Mhm.
School. We talked about the power outage.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that are worried,
Power came back pretty
power
fast.
came back on about 15 to 20 minutes. But did you feel the earthquake at all? No.
No, I didn't feel no earthquake.
I didn't feel the earthquake either. I don't know what time it happened, but the power went out around 6:40, 6:30, 6:15. Yeah, 6:15 to 6:35, probably like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're okay. We didn't feel the earthquake.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Ready for this construction to be done.
Yeah. So our kids are going to be getting out of school. Today is like a half day or a minute.
It's a half day.
And but we can't leave the house, can't do anything because there's construction in the house.
Yeah, we need to stick around.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's cool.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. And shout outs to my peeps from California. Thank you for
everybody.
We're looking forward for you guys to visit out here and visit. The kids are having a blast. Cam, if you're watching, man, my kids are having fun. So I know your kids and my kids are the same age.
Yeah.
But yeah, public school, you're more involved in the process.
Totally.
The only thing now is that I want to, when the power went out this morning, the internet went out too. So I think I want to have a battery pack for the Wi-Fi internet, right? Just to plug in the router and the modems. Mm-hmm. So that way we can still have internet without having electricity. So we can still kind of work at the same time.
Yeah. So, and shout outs to 2122 Tattoos who came into the chat. We haven't seen your name before, so welcome to our channel. And they, let me see who else. Carrie Young, shout out.
So Carrie Young, I think
Carrie Young, 365. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Kevin. Shouts out to Willie Bobos. And anybody else who came by but didn't say anything in the chat, thanks for watching our channel. I am posting long form videos, so go check those out. It's of our daily lives here in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, all the silent viewers.
The silent viewers. We're okay. We're good with that.
Yeah.
No issues here. All right. Talk to you guys later. All right.
Bye.
Live life to the fullest.